now getting into this next story here, and this actually does relate to what you were just talking about. So SamCart raised $82 million to build tools for creators. And, relating to SamCart to Kajabi, I should have pulled this up because I totally forgot about this. This would be really good to cover, but I'll just say it because I don't have the post in front of me. But SamCart has been getting a lot of slack from people in the creator community or the course community because they've been running ads, quote unquote, bashing Kajabi.
Oh, really?
And people have been leaving comments and taking screenshots and talking about it in Facebook groups that it's of bad taste to be like putting down your competitor. So, I think that's interesting. And I agree with that. I don't think that you should be talking down about your competitors. Maybe you can compare your competitors. That's okay. Say, hey, this is how we compare to them. But they were like basically, I guess, talking bad.
I just Googled it too because I was hoping to kind of find that link for us actually because that sounds pretty interesting. It sounds like politics to me. You know how like a political candidate will pay all this money for a TV ad and the whole ad is bashing their competitor. They don't talk about all the great that they're going to do in office. They're just talking about how terrible the other guy's haircut is or whatever. Yeah,
I could probably find it really quick.
You might be able to find it.
I'm going to find it in their ads.
I mean, yeah,
SamCart raises Facebook ads library.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, SamCart raises the link that we're highlighting here for everybody is SamCart raises $82 million Series B to service thriving creator economy. I've actually never used SamCart myself, but I know they're a big player in this space. E-commerce platform built for creators by creators today announced it has raised $82 million in a Series B funding round led by Eldridge with participation from TTV Capital, Vin VC, all these venture capital firms. And I did a little bit of homework on Eldridge down. And when you scroll down to the bottom here, you can learn a little bit more about Eldridge. Eldridge invests in businesses across the insurance, asset management, technology, mobility, sports and gaming, media, music, real estate. Yeah, they're a huge venture capital firm.
Yeah. So SamCart is started by, what's his name? Brian Moran. So Brian Moran, for anyone who's been around the block for a while, originally his first kind of big thing was, I think he first did something in the baseball space, but he had a Facebook page called Get 10,000 Fans. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't know.
That was his first big thing. He used to be a social media trainer and his thing was called Get 10,000 Fans.
Oh, okay.
And then he taught Facebook marketing for a long time.
Oh yeah.
And then he started SamCart. And when he first started SamCart, I was a customer of SamCart. It was really good. Yeah. The only reason I switched from SamCart is because I got ThriveCart. And the big pain in the butt at the time with SamCart, it wasn't even about the lifetime access actually. It was paying out affiliates was a pain in the butt.
Oh, right. You did say that to me. Yeah.
We had a lot of small affiliates. So the reason I originally got ThriveCart, the solution I was looking for was paying out affiliates. So they do automatic affiliate payouts.
Yeah.
I don't know if SamCart's grown a lot since then, right? This is the year they launched was I think 2016. And that was the year I got it. And it was good. I had no complaints. Yeah. I'm actually going through their old ads to try to find the ads that were dissing Kajabi. I can't find it.
Yeah,
they might.
I actually would like to see. I mean, come on, it is kind of best practice not to be highlighting your competition, and then especially if you are bashing them, it's all about. That's just you showing some negative energy into the marketplace. Right here, they're saying solopreneurs, emerging and established creators face many obstacles managing diverse channels while scaling their revenues. Yeah, that's a huge problem these days for content creators. As the creator economy expands and revolutionizes more aspects of commerce, we are the trusted brand to provide a dedicated creator-centric digital commerce platform that can maximize and monetize creators' success online. I love seeing that they're going this direction, but honestly, man, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I think DLT is going to disrupt these guys big time because when micropayments become a thing, I don't know how, maybe SamCart is already looking at that technology too, so that they can leverage it for their own benefit. But I think DLT is going to completely disrupt all of this.
What are you saying? DLT? What are you saying?
Oh, sorry. Distributed ledger technology. It's DLT is the umbrella term for blockchain. Yeah.
I've never heard that term before. Okay.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, yeah. It's like the umbrella term for blockchain because there are other distributed ledger technologies out there that are not blockchain, but they're still DLTs. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I truly believe DLT is going to completely disrupt all of what SamCart is doing. Maybe they're already looking at the DLT, different platforms that they can incorporate into their model. I don't know, but hopefully
every time we talk about some product, you're always like, it's going to go down with blockchain. There'll be no more startups.
Dude, micropayments are going to completely change so many industries, right? Like it's just primed. It's primed right now because there's so much pain right now associated with that. If you could convert things into such a way so that you don't have to worry about paywalls anymore or minimize the transactions. Like if I could pay you 10 cents or 5 cents in a way that makes sense, you can't do that through credit cards. You just can't, because the credit card companies charge their fees. So you can't actually send these micropayments between peer-to-peer, P2P, right? So,
right.
Yeah, I know I do talk about it a lot, but I used to work in the industry, and I mean, I believe SamCart is bringing a lot of value to the game, but I really, for their benefit, I really hope that they're looking at these technologies.
I think Brian Moran, I'm pretty sure that was his name. I actually met him at Traffic and Conversions a few years ago. I think he's a very smart guy. Yeah, I think they're going to do really well, and I also think that they will pivot into the right markets. And what I think interesting about them raising that money with the headline, right? Going back to the article, SamCart raises 82 million Series B to service thriving creator economy, which I think is interesting. But then when you go to their website, they don't use the word creators.
Oh, do they not? Oh,
their whole homepage. The only place they do, when you go to Why SamCart, and they have something called Creator U. Then I click on Creator U and I go in there, and it's like a bunch of it's like a bundle of a bunch of courses. It's not really about like creators. Like it's actually quite more like the knowledge worker industry, like the online course creators and stuff like that. You got Mike Dillard, Nicholas Kuzmich, and Jesse Edler, James Wedmore. These are the guys selling online courses. A lot of the online course guys, right? Mm-hmm. So it looks like they did sort of the model that Mixergy did. If you know Mixergy, he's got a website, he did a bunch of courses with a bunch of people, kind of like masterclass.com. Mike Dillard did this as well on his website, where he kind of like created a bunch of courses with a bunch of, call them influencers or creators.
Yeah.
And then bundle it all together. So you can see here, there's all these different courses, and then you get it for one fee of $365 for the year. That's a cool pricing point. Hey?
I'm going to their pricing page right now.
Yeah, I personally, when I see these kind of things, to me, it's an overwhelming amount of information.
Yeah.
I wouldn't sign up for free, personally. I don't want it.
You wouldn't want this for free?
Right? No, I wouldn't do it. Because you know what it feels like? It feels like it's going to be a bunch of videos that are going to be the equivalent of watching a bunch of YouTube videos. YouTube playlist, right? If I want to find out and all this stuff, right? If I want to find it out, I could just like Google a person's name and what they're teaching in the Creator U video, and I'll probably find it.
Yeah, you could.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
no, let's not put down what they're building here. I think they're building a good content library, but I think what would be more powerful, what I would sign up for, is a community. If it was a community, plus there's a bunch of courses there as well, and you could discuss the techniques or whatever in there. Yeah, that's so interesting to me.
And you've highlighted that for us in a previous episode too. I couldn't agree with you more, because going through there's pros and cons of taking an online course, but it oftentimes content creators, and you see this all everywhere too. Oftentimes content creators feel like they're operating in a silo. So if you can participate in a community who are a bunch of like-minded professionals going through a similar process to you, it really does make a lot of the difference, because there's going to be good days and bad days. And there is a lot of value in being a part of a community like that. I agree. Yeah.